What's up, guys? It's Tarun from Sports Chimps, and today we're going to be talking about what's the date? December 5th in the NBA, summed up, and I'm going to try to do this in 5 minutes. So let's just get right at it. So we had like 4 games today. It's a Sunday, so there wasn't many games at all because it's a football game. I think it's a football day, so that's why they probably have less games. The first thing I want to talk about though, it's not really. I mean, it is part of a game today, but it's just kind of a headline in total. Rockets are on a 6-game win streak. I think that's crazy. Starting off as projected to be the worst team of all time. I think there were like 1-17. I think at one point, and now they're on a 6-game win streak with the longest active win streak in the whole NBA. Shows a lot. So what's different, right? And the biggest thing, honestly, and it's gonna hurt to say because I'm a big fan of his, is Jaylen Green. He's not on the roster right now, and I don't think it's just because he's like, oh, he's gonna be a bust. He's done. No, it's simply because he's having a rookie season, and he's had a really bad slump. Not a slump. This is just really bad inefficiency, but I do believe he will get to his potential that we see him to have. But when he's on the court, he isn't as effective as you would like him to be. So with him off the court, they've played better as a team in total. They've had a better assist-to-turnover ratio. The turnovers are down, which was one of the biggest flaws going into the season. And they've also put up insane amount of points. Their offense is just clicking right now. They've put up over 110 points in each of these last 6 games, which is crazy. They just beat the Pelicans, and that's another thing. Even they are on a 6-game win streak. It should be noted that they've played weaker teams. The only team that they've beaten that are like they really these are upsets are the Bulls and the Celtics. Other than that, it's been weaker competition. So, but again, still going on a 6-game win streak, starting off the season like that is astounding in my opinion. I think KPJ is finally picking it up, which is good to see. But yeah, also they did just drop 1 or 2 against the Thunder, but still putting up high amounts of points. And then looking specifically at this Pelicans game, at the box score, Brandon Ingram had 40 points. He just been kind of forgotten because he's in New Orleans, and I think being a player in New Orleans is kind of depressing because horrible front office management, just horrible coaching, and nothing clicked for them at any time. But they dropped 40. That's that. Christian Wood's also been a big factor. He's really just stepped it up. He's taken it to the next level for his game. He's honestly playing like one of the better big men in this last 6-game stretch in the whole league. So just great for that. Looking over the other games for today, the Jazz Cavs. So this is actually my favorite game of the whole game slate today. I was like, all right, this is what the Cavs show if they're a legit team. And I think they still did. They lost by 1 point, 109-108. But I truly believe that they're a legit team. I think Darius Garland and Evan Mobley, and I mentioned this before in other episodes. I don't know what that is. They are the future of this franchise. I think again, but then Jared Allen's also a great piece, and then Lauri Markkanen, he's been playing honestly well. And they're playing him they're honestly playing him at small forward, and he's 7 foot tall, which is kind of crazy. Good for him though. I'm actually happy for him. But they've just clicked all around as a roster. Darius Garland had 31 points. 5 of his 4 boards, taking on that scoring responsibility with Colin Sexton out. Evan Mobley just had a really good game, 14 points, 12 boards, and Jared Allen had 17 points, 10 boards. So again, good games from both the big men. Darius Garland with a show of the Cavs. It should be known that Utah did win, but by 1 point, Donovan Mitchell had a great game, 35 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. These are 2 teams in small markets and are underrated in total, in my opinion. I'm just happy for the Cavs, and then you hear this narrative where it's like, are they going to bring back LeBron? And in the last year of his career, I think he did just sign a 2-year contract extension last year. So I don't know if that's kicked in yet, but if he is off the contract and he's a free agent looking for a team, it's going to be very, very late in his career. So we'll see. Maybe the Cavs are going to carry him for a championship if he ever wants that. I think he said he wanted to retire in LA though, so I wouldn't get your hopes too much, Cavs fans. Another great game. Hornets in Atlanta. Hornets, Hawks. That's what I meant to say. I'm not gonna finish this in 5 minutes. I don't care. I want to get more content out. Miles Bridges was the lead guy for this Hornets team with LaMelo out for COVID. He put up 32 points, on 72% from the field, which is just a great game. Kelly Oubre also stepped up with 28 points and 11 for 17 from the field. And then just all around great game for all these surrounding cast members. I do love Kelly Oubre starting, honestly. I do believe he's a starting wing in the NBA. I don't really like him off the bench because he doesn't really have that insane scoring factor. He's a starting small forward on a championship roster with four other players that are better than him. I do believe he can start in that type of caliber though. Looking at the Hawks, John Collins had a great game, 31 points, 12 boards. And Trae Young had 25 points. Just honestly very underrated. I think he's been the best point guard out of the East this whole season, and no one's talking about it. So yeah, he's had a really good season overall. Just again, no one's been talking about him because the team hasn't done that well overall. So just a good game with that. Looking at Wizards Raptors won against the Wizards. Siakam did lead the way with 31 points, but KCP also had a great game with 26 points. Overall, just good win for the Raptors. They're still they're in that mid-level team. They're a mid-level team. They're 11-13 right now. So they're at the point where it's they're not going to be making the playoffs, but they're not going for a top 5 pick in the lottery unless they have really good lottery odds, which is kind of a bad situation to be in unless our team's super young, which is actually their case. Their team is still super young, so they can still develop, and even if they don't get a solidified top 5 prospect in this draft, they still have a very good future ahead of them. So yeah, they're still in a good direction in that sense. And then yeah, that's all the games that happened today. Really quick episode. There wasn't really many big headlines. Another thing I want to talk about before we leave would be honestly LeBron getting off the COVID list in 2 days, which the only person who could do that would be LeBron. Only person. No one else in the NBA could be let me keep submitting false positive negative tests because I just don't believe that's the case. So there you have it. That's LeBron for you. Thank you for watching or listening, or whatever the case may be. It's been 7 minutes. I don't think that's too bad. See you.